والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا وحبيبنا محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن دعا بدعوته واستنى بسنته وسار على نهجه إلى يوم الدين. وبعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, yesterday we were discussing verse 183 of the Bureau of Quran, where Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is saying, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, O you believe, kutiba alaykum as-siyam, the fasting has been made obligatory upon you, kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum, the way it is being made obligatory upon those before you, la'allakum tattaqun, so that you may attain piety. And in the course of our explanation yesterday, we mentioned a point which we, inshallah, promised talking more on it, inshallah, today. And that is the aspect of, our making as a people. We said that our physical part is there, and the spiritual part, is there. That is the two parts. That is the physical part of you, the spiritual part of you, if you like, you can say the soul. It is your body is one aspect, your soul is another aspect. And all are very important. But the most important of those two parts is your soul, not the body. The soul is important, the body is important, but the soul is more important than the body. Because the real you is your soul, not your body. And each of these parts have what it needs to be good. As for your physical body, as you need your food, maybe like your tea, your bread, your indomie, your spaghetti, and what again? Your rice, your yam, and so on. Washing it, that is bathing, putting on clothes, just maybe like I'm wearing now. There is cold, you wear something to cover yourself. Virtually. So there are things you need to to protect and enhance your physical body. But your soul needs something else. It's spiritual. What cleans it, what makes it better, is also spiritual. Your soul, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, sent down the Quran or other books before the Quran to what? To purify your soul. Though at the same time, it guides you as to how to take care of your physical body. Even the physical body, what makes you also make it important is because it is actually protecting the soul. Like I usually describe it to us from time to time, your physical body is like a box, it's like a container where you put in what you have to protect it. Maybe you have your water that you drink, and that water you protect it or you safeguard it inside what? The bottle. It's not the bottle you need, it's the water you need. So the water is what is more important to you. And that is why maybe when you buy your bottled water or whatever drink you want to drink, by the time you finish it, sometimes you just throw away the bottle. If you want to buy a drink, you discover that you mention that drink. If it is Coke, you say, I want Coke, or I want Fanta, or I want malt. You are not mentioning the container. So by the time you are done with the drink, you discard or trash the container. Same thing applicable to you. As we are all sitting here today, By the time Allah takes out the soul of any one of us, the next thing that will come to our mind is where to what? To bury the person. Where to hide the body. Because the person is gone. Sometimes they will say he's what? Gone. Abi? If your soul is gone, you are gone. So if your body is a container. So we don't need the container. It's you we need. That's why if you leave, we trash what? The container. We hide the container. So what makes us to appreciate your body, or what makes us to be comfortable with your body, is you being inside that body. Your soul being in the body. That's why the container, the soul remains same, but sometimes the container keeps changing. Sometimes you are small, it's still you. Somebody die, they bury the person. On the day of judgment, somebody will wake up and then he is a different form. Or you are entering the Jannah, you are in a different form. Or somebody going to hell will be in a different form, but you will still recognize the person. Because it is that same person you met in this world that is over there. So you will, no matter how much the form change, Allah will make you to be able to recognize the person in that body, in that container. And that's why we need to take good care of our souls by trying as much as possible to learn our deen, and most importantly, learn the Quran. Because when you look at the month of Ramadan, we say it is a month for you to be conscious of Allah. And Allah Ta'ala mentioned about the Quran. He said, شَهْرُ رَمَضَانَ الَّذِي أُنزِلَ فِيهِ الْقُرْآنِ. The month of Ramadan in which Allah Ta'ala revealed the Quran. فِيهِ هُدًى لِلنَّاسِ. In it there is guidance for mankind. وَبَيِّنَاتٍ مِنَ الْهُدَى. And also explanation out of guidance وَالْفُرْقَانِ and criterion. He said, فَمَنْ شَهِدَ مِنْكُمُ الشَّهْرَ فَلْيَصُمْهُ. Remember Allah Ta'ala, gave the opportunity of witnessing the month, he should what? He should observe the fast. So the critical point I want to draw our attention here is this. For you to take care of this soul, you need to take care of your Quran. You need to learn your Quran. Try it as much as possible to understand it and try to live by it. That is the best way you can help your soul. You can save your soul. As we were reminded on Friday, yes, you see that there's crisis all over the world. Everywhere. No single place without crisis. And all those crises are as a result of what? Disobedience to Allah Ta'ala. Deviating from the path of Allah Ta'ala. Because He created you, He made you, He understands you better than yourself. And that's why He designed a way of life for you that when you follow, you will rest here and you will rest in the hereafter. So obeying Allah, first of all, gave you the enjoyment of this world. That's why Allah Ta'ala, in the verse of the Quran that, in the verse of the Quran, He's telling us that, وَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ. Sorry, He said, مَنْ عَمِلَ صَالِحًا. Whoever does righteous deed, min dhakarin, either male or untha or female, وَهُوَ مُؤْمِنٌ, and he's a believer, فَلَنُحْيِيَنَّهُ حَيَاةً طَيِّبًا. We are going to make him live a good, a decent, a pleasant life in this world. They say, وَلَنَجْزِيَنَّهُمْ, and we will reward them in the hereafter بِأَحْسَنِ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ, with something better than what they do. So my appeal to myself and the rest of us is, let us try as much as we can. Take advantage of this month of Ramadan. Learn our deen. Try to understand it and try to, practicalize it. There's no way we can save ourselves from problems in this world except by submitting to the maker of the world. Except by submitting to the owner of the world, the one who understands the world better than any of us. Or else, we will continue to suffer. Like I do say to us, sometimes some of us, we may think that we will look at some places, we may think there's no problem there. Yes, because your own understanding of life is little. That's why there are things you cannot see. Like now, somebody can be living in the best house. There is plenty of food, but he is still not what? Happy. The richest man is not the happiest man. The most beautiful, the most handsome man or the most beautiful lady is not what? The most happiest person. So actually, what I'm trying to say is that those things on their own doesn't necessarily give you what you think. They may give you, but when you connect them to Allah, when you connect them to Allah, your connection with Allah guides you as to how to make good use of those things. Oh, like today, if somebody has power, if he's conscious of Allah, the happiest thing that what will make him happier is for him to say that Alhamdulillah, I'm able to serve the people up to expectation. And one of the things that will disturb him most will be when he thinks something is wrong with what he's doing. And it's just like food. Somebody else, yes, he's happier when he shares his food with somebody than when he eats it alone. When you want Allah to show you mercy, what do? Show us mercy. يرحموا من في الأرض يرحمكم من في السماء. But somebody can suffer people and he's happy. He is what? He's looking at himself as smart. Or he's looking at himself as intelligent. Why? Because his thinking is not proper. So may Allah Ta'ala, guide us all aright. Put us among those, inshallah, who will have the blessing of this month. May Allah Ta'ala make us people who will take good care of our souls. Though yes, as we say, we are not that we are saying you should neglect your body, but take good care of your body. That is part of Islam. Take good care of your stomach, no problem. Eat what you like, put on what you like, but all within, along, with the guidance of who? Allah, tabarak wa ta'ala. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdik. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك وإلى لقاء آخر إن شاء الله.